Hi, my name is Kenzie Stevens, and my second speech is about how mRNA vaccines protect our health. So, in the speech, I'm going to be covering, what an mRNA vaccine is, how the cells process the information and how it works to create the antibodies, how they compare to traditional vaccines, and then I'll be talking about my analogy where I compare the vaccines to computer antivirus software. So essentially, a very shortened, condensed version of how an mRNA vaccine works is we take a pre-made mRNA protein, we inject it into the body takes that mRNA, translates it into the protein, and then that protein is the virus that we want to teach the body to protect against. And so the body will then sense the virus in there, and it will create natural antibodies for that virus. So if the virus were to try and enter your body, your immune system would already be able to identify it and attack it without you getting sick, more than likely. And this compares to a normal traditional vaccine because in an mRNA vaccine, like it says in the name, we use a pre-coded mRNA sequence, whereas in traditional vaccines, we use the live or weakened virus. So whenever we inject that virus into somebody, there is a risk of infection and a risk of the person developing the virus, especially if you have a compromised immune system, which can be really bad. And my adult analogy is how this is kind of like computer software, where instead of waiting to download virus protection after your computer already has developed the virus, we are instead putting barriers in place so that way then if a virus tries to come into your computer system, the antivirus software will stop it and shut it down before it can infect your entire system, kind of like what the mRNA vaccine does. We already introduce it into the body, so that way then if the virus tries to come in and infect you, you are totally good and it won't impact you. And then my kid one was if we showed a wanted sign of a burglar, and then you saw that burglar in real life, you would know that that's dangerous and we could stop the burglar. So that was the kid one. But yeah, that's basically a condensed version of my speech.